Hello, I'm Glenn Simpson. I'm an art teacher here in Oklahoma at U.S. Grant High School in OKC. This is my fourth year of teaching. Um, I've been there every year at Grant, every year that I've taught. That's pretty good. I like the school quite a bit. I'm also the art club sponsor, and I am also the assistant esports coach, which is pretty fun. All those things are really fun. Um, so yeah, I teach Art 1 and I teach pottery. So those things are really fun. I like to do that. I love to see what the students get to make. It's a really fun process. So the reason I wanted to become a teacher was I was in college and my brothers both got in a lot of trouble um, with like drugs and just in trouble in school. They're both younger than me. And so it was hard for me to deal with that. And I talked to them about it and I was like, hey, why did you guys, have such a hard time? What was the issue? And they said that their teachers were really, really awful. And so I thought, maybe I could become a teacher. I like hanging out with people. I like art. I connect well with people, and I feel like I could be a good role model, to these students, which is a little maybe arrogant slightly, but I do, I had good intentions and have good intentions. I want to help make the world a better place. And so that's kind of where my backstory in teaching kind of came in. I didn't really have a passion for it before that, but I started taking some English classes while I was also in college, besides my art ones. So I'm a double major for my college, and that while I was in the English program, we went to a school and taught poetry to some elementary kids, and I really enjoyed the experience, and getting to talk to them and see them, and it was really fun, and that kind of just started clicking, and all that happened at the same time, my brothers and that just kind of helped me roll along with figuring out I wanted to possibly teach. I feel like I got along well with kids, and my professor, she was like my mentor. She also kind of helped nudge me in that direction and said, hey, I think you've got what it takes to be a teacher. You're really kind to people, and you listen really well, and those are some really important things for a teacher to have and possess as they try to teach whatever subject they're in. It's a good quality. So that's that. And then my faith. How's it impacted my teaching and like becoming a teacher? Like I said, I've always wanted to help people. When I was a little kid, I wanted to be a superhero or like somebody to help save people. And in this way, being a teacher, I'm still kind of fulfilling that wish and wanting to not just be a good role model, but bring the love of Christ to my students. I teach in a ghetto, basically. A lot of drugs, a lot of gang violence and stuff around that area, and I get to witness to these kids and tell them, like a lot of them grow up, they don't have fathers or parents, they live with their aunts or uncles or grandma, grandpa, or they're not with family members, they're in foster care or adopted, and by being somebody that loves them, unconditionally, and I tell them that, like, no, I love you, like, I know, we're not related, but I really enjoy getting to know you and help teach you art, and I build relationships with my students, and I've had several of them come to extracurricular things, like we go to Smash tournaments, Super Smash Brothers tournaments, me and some of my players, and we do that outside of school, for fun. We also have board game club that I've helped start influencing these kids and helping to bring Christ to them, which is really cool to see. The other day, I had a group of kids in my class. They were talking about Christianity, and they were saying stuff that was wrong about it. And I said, actually, Christianity is more like this. And we had this really great discussion about what Christianity is. They asked me questions, and I ended up talking to that group the entire time during class the other day, and it was really wonderful to get to do that. And they were really curious about it, so they would ask me questions, and other students around the classroom, I could tell, were listening. And it's really important to be, to have this, connection to your students and be able to share that when they're ready for it, because, in teaching, and especially if you're a Christian, you have to be careful coming off too strong, or, shoving stuff down people's throats, or, whatever. So I'm very, not quiet about it, but I wait until a good opportunity presents itself, and I'm not just trying to, cram Jesus down their throats. And I show them love and care about them. I talk to them, pull them aside, hey, what's going on, and do all that kind of jazz. And I really, that's Christ's love for me has made me want to love and help others and bring them to him so they get to know an even better and fuller love. So yeah, that's my story on why I wanted to become a teacher, and how my faith has played into it. And it's even just, it just keeps growing and going and going. So yeah, that's me. Hope to get to know you guys a little bit better.